Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? My name is Riley. If it's your first time seeing my face here on YouTube, go subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. Before we go home with today's clip, we've been live streaming here on YouTube. Go ahead and smash that bell so you know we do go live. Come tap in, say what's up. Pretty much just vibe out, chill, play some games that you all recommend. And occasionally we even play with the viewers. So if y'all are interested in that, come say what's up on the live. Happy to see some of y'all in there. On today's clip, we're going to be covering a recent P. Diddy uncovering, I guess you could say. Apparently, one of P. Diddy's party victims is Kanye West's personal assistant. I guess she just now came out saying that she was involved with some things involved with the P. Diddy and his brand. So we're going to see how this all unfolded and see what she's talking about. And let's get right into it. Let's go. O'Reilly. Alright, y'all, for this clip, make sure you're comfortable, grab something to snack on and something to sip, and let's draw this video together.
An OnlyFans model who's suing rap artist Kanye West now says that when she was working as his assistant, he took her to a party with Sean Diddy Combs where she was allegedly sexually assaulted.
Damn.
We're taking a look at the latest allegation.
So I guess Kanye West is also getting sued for this because I guess he took her there? Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Court filings as pressure continues to mount against Combs and his associates. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and
That's
Crime.
crazy, bro.
Jesse Weber.
Kanye West getting brought into this now, man. Let's see where this
Now,
goes.
back in June, we told you about a lawsuit filed by Lauren Pisciotta against rapper Kanye West. And she's suing him for wrongful termination and sexual harassment. But earlier this month, her legal team filed an amended complaint saying she was drugged and sexually assaulted at a party co-hosted by Kanye West and Sean Diddy Combs. Have you heard of him? Of course, because we have been following the Combs case very closely here on Sidebar. He was actually back in court last Thursday as we
Bro, these pictures got to get better, bro. Who's drawing these pictures of Diddy?
Mountain of evidence and discovery they need to go through during raids on his homes back in March. Homeland Security investigators took away electronics and surveillance systems.
Tell me why that don't look like Vitaly, bro. That's literally what Vitaly's gonna look like in 20 years, bro. I guarantee. Maybe not that ripped. That dude's chiseled, but dude, I swear that's Vitaly's grandpa or something, bro.
Which they say
if you don't know who I'm talking about, look up Vitaly, man. He's been making YouTube videos for years.
Determine what is actually relevant to their case. And prosecutors in the Southern District of New York, they accuse Combs of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. The core allegation that Combs used his power, his influence, his serious wealth to organize sex performances referred to as freak-offs. That's when he would allegedly bring in male sex workers who would have sex with people like Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura. The people taking part in these, what are essentially orgies, were reportedly plied with alcohol and drugs to keep them compliant and were threatened not to say anything. Now, Combs' attorneys have said that if these freak-offs really did take place, they were consensual, and Combs did nothing illegal. Well, now, going back to this lawsuit, Pisciotta has come forward to say that Kanye West co-hosted a party with Sean Combs in Santa Monica, California that led to her assault. This incident allegedly happened before she worked for West as his assistant in 2021 and 2022. She claims she was working with a, quote, musician client, who is not identified in the court filing, when West sought them out to invite them to the music studio shindig. Now, Pisciotta claims that West told everyone that they had to drink or leave the party. Now, after taking a few sips of her drink, Pisciotta claims that she, quote, suddenly started to feel disoriented, began to slip into an altered and highly impaired state. Pisciotta says that she doesn't remember anything else and woke up the next day feeling traumatized and disturbed. The amended complaint says that Pisciotta was mostly concerned that maybe she had embarrassed herself in front of her then client or maybe even Kanye West himself. Now, Pisciotta reportedly believed that someone who helped prepare the drinks was responsible for drugging her, but years down the line, when West reportedly fired Pisciotta from her job as his assistant, he allegedly confessed to her that they had, quote, hooked up at the party after she was drugged. So according to Pisciotta, West was having an argument with his then-wife Kim Kardashian, who was accusing him of cheating on her with Pisciotta. And Pisciotta wanted to clear things up and suggested that she reach out to Kim to assure her that nothing had ever happened. But she claims West stopped her from sending the message saying, we did kind of hook up a little one time. She says he started to reminisce about that party years before, and when Pisciotta said she didn't remember any of that, he reportedly laughed and said, "Women love to say they don't remember." I'm not going to lie to you, it took a while to break down this legal case against Kanye West. These sidebars, they take a lot of work, let me tell you. But
that's crazy,
luckily,
bro.
I have something in my life.
So she doesn't even recall the whole thing. She just now remembering it because that whole situation right there is crazy, bro. Kanye made the joke, not even a joke. I guess she was coming out being straightforward. She's talking about she don't even remember that. Now I'd be like, hair would be standing on the back of my neck if I heard that shit in public. Like, what?
That is not only really
say?
simple to use. Now, this is not the first time that people have come forward to say that they were forced to drink at parties connected to Sean Combs. In fact, recently, Tony Busby, a Texas attorney who's saying that he's planning to file more than 100 individual lawsuits against Combs on behalf of clients who say they were victims. Well, during a news
over
conference,
100.
Busby talked about Combs' insistence that people drink what they were given.
The
Bro's actually
MO
cooked.
at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you. And now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO.
In fact, knowing the extent of the allegations against Combs, we're seeing some of the accusations from Pisciotta against West.
Like, realistically, if you got to drink a drink from a shady-ass dude like P. Diddy to get into a party, bro, you got to put two and two together. You know what I mean?
In an entirely new light. I mean, multiple people have come forward saying
put two and two together
at events hosted by Sean Combs. And to give you some background here, in her original lawsuit against West, Pisciotta sued for 15 claims or causes of action, including breach of contract, wrongful termination, sexual harassment, unpaid wages, gender discrimination, and she named not only Kanye West, but also his companies, Yeezy Apparel, Yeezy Footwear, Yeezy Construction. The suit reads, quote, "Plaintiff has worked in the music industry for approximately 15 years. She has successfully held positions in and as artist management and representation, A&R, marketing consultant, and project management. Due to her professional success, plaintiff had occasions to interact professionally with many artists, including, without limitation, defendant Kanye West, aka Ye. Plaintiff creatively collaborated with defendant on Yeezy Season 1 women's fashion line and placed 3 songs on Donda, Kanye's 2021 album. So West allegedly wanted to make Pisciotta his executive assistant, personal assistant, in connection with his business affairs and his personal life. They agreed on a salary of $1 million a year, and according to Pisciotta, she was required to be available to him 24/7. The filing
$1 million
states,
a year,
at all
bro.
relevant times, defendant West was aware that plaintiff maintained a strong social media presence comprised of her Instagram and an OnlyFans account, the latter of which was run entirely by an independent management company, and he did not have any issue or objection to it. To the contrary, defendant Kanye West, aka Ye, often boasted to friends and colleagues that plaintiff was an OnlyFans superstar.
That ain't nothing to brag about,
change,
bro.
According to Pisciotta, because she writes, much
No lie.
later, in and around August 2022, defendant West stated that he wanted plaintiff to be godlike and asked plaintiff to delete her OnlyFans account. Defendant West agreed to pay plaintiff $1 million if she did so. In further reliance upon defendant's representations, plaintiff deleted her OnlyFans internet account, thereby giving up the annual sums generated from such account. West never paid plaintiff as promised. And Pisciotta alleges that West would describe sexual fantasies to her via text message. In fact, the filing includes screenshots of these explicit text messages and comments allegedly made by Kanye West. The document also states, West asked plaintiff to get him honey, which is a sexual enhancement and performance honey. Defendant required that plaintiff always have this on hand and available, and she had to deliver it to defendant in advance of defendant's sexual encounters. By the way,
that's wild,
this is
bro.
kind of
Honey
similar
packet.
to some of the allegations against Sean Combs.
Boy,
because
wild,
remember,
bro.
investigators who searched his properties back in March said that they found hundreds and hundreds of bottles of baby oil and lubricant. There have also been allegations from people who work closely with Sean Combs, like music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, that Combs would force his employees to carry around drugs and fanny packs so that they were always available to him. Combs is also accused of forcing his employees to set up the freak-offs, which included lighting and cameras, plus the procurement of sex workers and drugs. Going back to Kanye West, though, West would allegedly share details with Pisciotta about his latest sexual conquests, as well as ones that he had in the past, including the time she says that he claimed he had sex with an A-list celebrity and told her, this person wasn't named in the filing, but then he texted her, "Not sure why that thought came to me." Pisciotta also claims that West told his now wife, Bianca Censori, that he wanted to have sex with her mom while she watched. This was reportedly one of his kinks, that he wanted to have sex with the mothers of women that he was involved in. Censori is an Australian architect and model. She's currently the head of architecture.
Aren't they getting divorced?
Kanye West's clothing line. And just adding to this, Pisciotta claims that West texted Censori about this fantasy, and Censori responded in a way that kind of brushed off the mom comment, but was still sexually explicit. Pisciotta says that West sent her a screenshot of the text asking if he should have worded it in a different way. According to Pisciotta, Censori, who was on a working visa, allegedly responded to West in a way insisted upon and required by so she could keep her job. The two were married in 2022. Alexandra Censori, Bianca's mom, says...
So she's saying that she ended up saying whatever she said to keep her job, right? It's like, you can't really come back 3 years later and sue the guy if you're agreeing with the freaky ass shit he wants you to do. You know what I mean?
She's keeping out of this latest drama.
Like, I don't think this shit gonna go anywhere. Being you're an OnlyFans model, you're technically already
wouldn't be drawn to the latest
a sexual worker of some sort.
By the way, just to be clear, Pisciotta hasn't directly
she got proof, though.
Sean Combs.
Kanye's getting locked up.
Really, she's just putting the impetus on her former boss. That's who she's focusing on. Well, later on in the amended complaint, Pisciotta alleged that she was traveling with West to an album workshop in San Francisco in 2021, and she says that West pounded on her hotel room door at 6 a.m. and forced his way into her room, claiming he had to use her shower because the one in his room wasn't working. And Pisciotta says that West later dropped his towel and essentially forced his body onto plaintiffs and ignored her pleas to stop.
The fuck?
Filing states that Pisciotta
could not
stomach the fact that she worked for the man who had sexually assaulted her against her will while she was drugged, who then successfully lured her back into his orbit by way of a job opportunity to sexually assault her all over again. But her lawyers claim that Pisciotta didn't speak up about the alleged assaults because she was afraid that Kanye West would retaliate against her. Pisciotta was terminated from her job as West's assistant and chief of staff over the Yeezy companies on October 28, 2022. They, quote, offered plaintiff a severance of $3 million, which she accepted.
Damn.
Defendants then reneged on their commitment to pay the severance to plaintiff. That's the allegation. Well, a legal representative for Kanye West has denied all of Pisciotta's claims and at one point said that West would be filing his own countersuit against Pisciotta. A case management conference was scheduled to be held in Pisciotta's case on October 1st, but it was continued. Days later, on October 8th, Pisciotta's lawyers filed the amended complaint. The next case management conference is scheduled for the beginning of December. We'll see which way this shakes up, but that's all we have for you.
We're going to take a look at it. I guess Kanye's firing back with his own lawsuit against her, maybe for like defamation or something like that, if I had to guess. But yeah, we're gonna be taking a look. First week of December, we got some more action coming against this case, so y'all stay tuned for that, because we're definitely gonna be bringing a part 2 on this one to see is Kanye joining Diddy in prison. Time will tell. What's y'all's thoughts and comments on this video? I'm gonna be answering every single comment left on this video. If you made it this far into the video, comment yay, and you'll be shout out in the next video. Other than that, we'll go ahead and roll this outro. Let's go. Alright, y'all, we're going to wrap this one up. If you enjoy this type of content, I'm going to link a playlist right here in the video. It's going to have all the reactions on there for y'all to check out. We're going to be trying to drop 5 videos a week here on the channel. So make sure you're coming back to check out tomorrow's video and check out yesterday's video if you haven't already. Also, it's a good idea for you to smash that bell so you know when we do upload a video and you know when we go live here on the channel. It means a lot if y'all can come tap in on the channel live. Come say what's up. And then just come say what's up. Easy as that. I don't bite. Support is free. So it's like you really ain't got to worry about too much here. Other than that, we'll go ahead and catch y'all in the next video. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.